Okay, guys, good morning to all of you. Hi, happy Tuesday to all of you. Today is Tuesday, our Super Tuesday. So what will happen today in the office if you're coming down, or if you are actually, be online today? Okay, today you will be actually hearing me out loud how I created the pivots and why pivots there is no pivots at some days itself. Okay, today will be very special sharing. Okay, I'll do it one more time sharing. All right, moment, let me get my lighting a little bit. I think no need lah. It's okay lah. Today just leave it alone. No, I didn't put the lighting today. So today will be a very important day. You're going to listen to me one more time live about how am I going to explain to you how I derive the pivots and why there are days there's no pivots. Okay, it's going to be a very interesting story. It's a real life story, and of course, it's up to you believe. Okay, the only thing is I can tell you about pivot is that I really don't know how I created it. I'll be very honest with you, because I don't think that my brain had that type of ability to really see things from a different angle, in my opinion. So something just came to my mind and poop, it just came in. And then after that, I went crazy with it and I started to draw lines on papers. And then after that itself, right, things developed from there. Okay, this is really the starting point of it. Okay, so that's why apparently, so this morning, right, I got a little I want to share with you something here about what I think may actually have happened. Okay, so before we start this morning session, let's go now to my slides. Okay, let's go. So this sharing will be done at 2 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, so student of mine, if you want to know this, so you please be online later at 2 p.m. All right, at 2 p.m. Okay, all right. So because it's a revision, so I'll do a Zoom live instead. Okay, I'll do a Zoom live instead. So student of mine, if you can't catch it at 2 p.m., don't worry, there'll be replay at the same time. Okay, there'll be replay at the same time. Okay, yeah. All right, so today is the 23rd of March, Tuesday. Okay, it's a important day for traders to watch out for today. Apparently, it's right. 1 year ago, exactly today, that is the bottom of the market. 1 year ago, exactly, that was the bottom of the market. And after that, it's 1 year later, we are up to like 33,000. So from the low end to the higher end. All right, so this is something to watch out for today. Is it like an anniversary, or going to be a pattern? I'll leave it to you to decide. Okay. Now, the 10-year bonds yields trades lower. That is what has happened. And that was the reason why they propelled the Nasdaq to went up past 13,000 again. And of course, at the same time, we saw that there are ongoing rumors and saying that maybe that is the end. The bond market will be going higher now and so forth, right? So to some traders, it's a buying signal. But to some people who do not take this as they think it's more of a recovery, a temporary technical rebound, they expect more to come. So what's your view, right? Everybody, just give me your view now. Do you think that this is a buying signal for the bond market, or you think it's not? So if you think it is, please key the yes button. If you think it's not, please key the not button, right? Let me know what's your view today. Okay. If you think that it's time to buy the 10-year bonds, right, key the word yes. Or you think that it's not a good time, then key the word no or not. Okay, please key right now. Everybody, come on, let's participate on this, shall we? Okay. Colin say not. Shani also say not. Jerry also say not. Okay, how about the rest? I have about 72 of you online right now. How about your answer? Okay, Philip also say not. Angela also not. Okay, wow. Okay, that's all nots. No one say bye. Pharaoh 3-day speech is manipulated after the 3 days back to normal. Oh wow, Colin. Okay, that's a pretty good one. Okay, Anthony say no. Louis say no, not. Sorry. Lester also say not. So apparently it seems that you guys have your view that you don't think that it's a good time to buy. Well, if you ask me yourself, I totally agree what Colin have just said. Okay, I think also say not, right? Brian, no idea. Okay, all right, because Kevin also say not. Okay, so the thing is this, because I believe that these 3 days definitely, if Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell want to come in and step his authority, he will definitely ensure some way or other the yield be down. So I was not even half suspected that it will be lower. And really, I was quite expecting that itself. This is very, very normal. But I keep on saying this, okay? You can pressure the market, like a spring coil all the way down. But once you release it, the impact, the pressure, the PE energy will definitely spring it, and that is where the problem all arises. That is my point. And I believe that the Wall Street boys know this, and they're just keeping quiet and say, okay, you can do whatever you want. We are just waiting for you to let go of your hand. That is my personal take, all right? So all right, and Ethan also saying not, right? Okay, so but before we start this morning thing is all right, to leash a little bit what I just said about my pivot, right? Let me ask you all a question first, okay? Now, please don't think it's hocus pocus. I'm just being factual here itself for MAO, okay? Let me ask you all this question first. Though, do you think that aliens really exist? Okay, come on, this is very important. This is very important for this MAO because apparently later on is all right, it will lead to 2 p.m. my pivot sharing. So I'm not going to bring in hocus pocus stuff. I'm going to bring you real stuff. But I want to ask you a question first. Do you think that aliens really exist? Yes or no? A firm yes or firm no, right? Just as simple as that. So I'll show you why I go into this topic. I know that it's like, oh my God, this is not a weekend. Why are you talking about this? I got my reason for that, okay? And I told you before, I'm going to bring you stuff that really based on fact and figures, okay? So not going to like hocus pocus stuff, okay? Let me see. So Jerry say yes, Chong Ming say yes, Yu Ming say no alien at all, okay? Louis say yes, Colin yes, Jennifer yes, Fred yes. Donald Trump is a proof. Oh gosh. You are a joker, Arun. You are a real joker, okay? Okay, Jimmy say yes, Carl live outside Earth, yes, but do not call it alien, maybe. Okay, all right. So now why do I bring this topic in? Okay, that is a good reason for that, okay? Josephine saying no, okay? Now many years ago, okay, I believe I'm not the only boy back then bewitched by this lady. Anyone can recognize this lady? Anyone can recognize this lady? Anyone can recognize this lady? Cow, we are aliens. Aliens don't exist. Vincent say no. Okay. All right. Anyone can recognize this lady? This lady in, she's in costume, but this is an icon moment in 1980s. All right. E.T. Yes, but who acted this role? Who acted this role? Anyone acted this? Who acted this role? She literally bewitched. Okay, really, loads of young men back then as well. Really, all right. Then after that, she progressed to do the volleyball game. Yes, Fiona's here. No. Yes. Okay, Patrick. A little bit. Are you a bit too young? Okay. The person, yes, is Chen Xiuhuan. All right, this is Chen Xiuhuan. Yeah, indeed. The daughter now is also a very famous celebrity, right? So yes, indeed, Chen Xiuhuan, right? So after this thing, Chen Xiuhuan finishes, I'm also I go into crazy with MIB. All right, I really went crazy on MIB. All right, Men in Black. I really love this 3 series. I really love it because I think I like this guy Will Smith. I also like K. All right, I think he's a very good actor. All right, so why I bring all this as well? You may say, what? Okay, please hold on because of, oh shit. Okay, wait, I need to do something here. Sorry, there's a PowerPoint issue. Okay, I need to bring it up. Oh, okay. Okay, I know why. Let me just take this away first. Then of course it'll be better. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, I took the pictures away because of this. Now, apparently, former Trump Intel chief, okay, it's Intel chief, not anybody else, is saying that, right, there's quite a few more UFO detected than the public known. Okay, now why am I bringing this up itself, right? Apparently, itself, right, if you remember, when Donald Trump was running for his campaign in 2015 and 2016, he was telling the whole world that he'll give out some secrets. One of the secrets was 911, which he never revealed, obviously. Then after that, so he did this day about this UFO, right? I think basically even Obama have been saying this as well, right? His daughter also asked him about, is that UFO actually available in the world? Apparently, it's all right. This is not trying to be funny. It's real stuff. Apparently, in December last year, Donald Trump COVID-19 relief and government spending bill began a 180 days countdown for Pentagon and spy agency to release their no on UFO. And apparently, it's all right. It has to be expected to be published on June the 1st. Wow. Okay. So the thing is this. Apparently, it's all right. Apparently, some Americans are already saying that they have been seeing this UFO sighting and stuff like that. So it's not just a pilot or satellite, it's actually more than that. And apparently this is coming from the President Trump administration, all right? So I'm trying to say, is this just for a trivia of this? Okay, right? It's just like, right, that we're going to be looking out for 1st of June, and this is actually from the White House themselves. Okay, so it will be fun, it'll be cool. And of course, at the end of the day, so they'll probably tell you that, yeah, they exist, but they, you know, things like that. Okay, they try to cover up here and there. So anyway, what I'm trying to explain to you is this, all right? This is a little bit of leaching towards what I will explain to you at 2 p.m. later, okay? So just for that reason, okay? That's why I'm doing this, okay? All right, let's just put this aside, but remember 1st of June, okay? All right, now the thing is, this is a very powerful cartoon, which I like it. Now, I try to do a cartoon sharing every morning. So to just basically let you feel in a very simple way through a cartoon to let you feel the market or what I try to relate to you. So to me, this cartoon is fantastic. It shows that this fireman is trying to save fire, but the fire they're trying to save is Wall Street. Okay, being Wall Street is burning and they need to save it with water. But the water obviously is coming from the taxpayer, aka money. So what happened is this, okay. Now, people have been arguing that $1.9 trillion came from where? And I can tell you this, it came from the treasuries. The treasuries is like what all countries have is treasury, whereby they keep the money from taxpayers' taxes, okay? And then they collect it to do work, right? So the problem comes here itself is that there's about $2 trillion available in US kitty bag. And apparently it's out, Joe Biden is going to use $1.9 trillion. Okay, so that is something that I want to tell you that's interesting. And of course, the question is the numbers, the money that came out from 1.9 trillion, right? Apparently only 400 billion goes to the people. So the question mark is the 1.5 trillion goes to who? That is the ultimate question, which obviously is right. No one will go and answer it, or no one will really tell you about it. But that is how it is. So the thing is this: when the money is being sucked up from the taxpayer and they're going to save Wall Street will not going to tell you that I'm going to help the economy. I'm going to take it and keep it to myself. So that is the reason why it's right. I believe this 1.9 trillion will have some impact, not a full impact for the economy. That is why I'm trying to show you this. But later on, it's right. Joe Biden has come out. He's going to go to spend another $3 trillion. Later, I'll tell you about that. Wow, this is really nuts. Okay, but before we start this morning, let's motivate one another again. So this is a $1 million morning. Well, 5 o'clock you wake up, 5:30 you exercise, 6 o'clock you shower, you meditate, you read, you breakfast and work. Okay, so probably I'm around there. I don't really do much meditation, but not much time, but I do read a lot. Okay, so probably, yes, I'm $1 million. Okay, anyway, this is just give you guys a perk. Maybe you can consider doing this together with me. All right, so work hard, make money, and have fun. I think that is very important. When you are having fun in your job or this work I'm doing now, it's going to be, you don't feel tired. Yes, indeed, physically I'm tired, but mentally I'm very well prepared and I'm well equipped. So let's us do it and enjoy today's, yeah. Okay, guys, so first of all, disclaimer as usual. All right, do remember this. I'm not here to predict future. I can't predict future. It's just like because of the system, I'm able to tell you which direction to go. Like yesterday, the Hang Seng, we managed to buy at the bottom and before it rally up all the way. So all this is because of the techniques that you know. Just that I'm here to just re-emphasize to you, all right? So please make sure that if you engage into any trading, please check your current financial condition, okay? All right. So again, I need to do a bit of marketing. I promise you this will be the second last day. I'll do that. Tomorrow will be last day. Okay. All right. 27th of March and 3rd of April, we're going to have our crypto workshop, right? Please support us. Well, basically, you know that there's a lot of great stuff to give out to you. For only $50, you're going to have more than $400 worth of gift and price gifts, I'll put it this way. So just join and you get a lot of freebie. And of course, FX, they are trying their best now to lower down the spread, and the spread going to be as low as I saw, about $20 to even $30. Okay, this is really incredible. 20 to 30 is really very low in the market because most of the platform I'm seeing now is about 30 to 80 to even 100. All right, so that's why I believe that this is going to be a game changer, and that's why we are going into this. And you know that there's a lot of big companies going in right now. So of course we have two handsome guys going to be there. Zhang Yaotong, okay, our student will be there, and also Winston Yap, okay, is also our TWB member lah, to be precisely. So okay, he's the one he's the voice. In fact, he's a voice for the e-learning portal. Okay, so Winston, I just cover a bit of Winston. Right, y'all don't know him already. Winston is actually a very successful entrepreneur. All right, very successful. All right, and of course, at the moment now, he has already reached his financial freedom. Okay, he has reached financial freedom already. All right, at only 42 this year. Yes, indeed, 42. Gosh. Okay. Okay, anyway, he will be speaking. He'll be sharing why he bought Bitcoin and his personal view on Bitcoin. All right, he bought a few Bitcoins, literally not the 0.01, it's 1 point something. No, in fact, he got 5, 6, 7 Bitcoin now, holding, just putting there. Really, I'm not kidding you guys. So more than 50 people have already signed up. Thank you guys for all the strong support. Now our landing page is available. It's tradewiththeboys.online. All right, I repeat, it's tradewiththeboys.online. It's already available. You can go through and read everything you need to know about the event and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And all you need to do is just register from there, and then you're in. Now you need to pay payment first, okay? So you need to pay payment for students of ours, right? You need to basically bring a friend along with you, okay? But definitely you'll get very good stuff. I can guarantee you guys, you will really love that event, okay? Now, just a little side note here itself, right? Yao Dong, right, will be joining us on the, he'll be joining us on the 27th of March, okay, 27th of March, but he will not, he will not join on the 3rd of April. So if you are looking to get Yao Dong to sign for you some signature, right, then of course you need to be appearing on the 27th of March, but that depends on seats available. All right, by the way, there's a very powerful, nice t-shirt to be giving out to all of you. Yes, another t-shirt. Yes, another t-shirt of ours. This t-shirt is very nice. It's actually designed by Cindy Yap, one of our students. Very nice. It's on Bitcoin. I like the logo very much. Okay, so guys, go for it. Okay, this is the second last day I can talk about this advertisement. Okay, all right. Okay, so what happened is the existing home sales right now. What is happening to the American market? So they're telling you that the home sales actually came down sharply in February, but not because there's no buyer, it's because there's no supply. Okay, wow, okay, that's a very good twist. So apparently they're saying that the supply dropped by the largest amount on record. So because there's no supply, hence therefore there's no sales done. Okay, why there's no supply? Is it because everybody keeping at home now, or because everybody's staying at home now? Okay, I went through the article. So all I can say is this: you go round and round and round, and end of the day, it just doesn't really tell me exactly what is happening, but it's just really lack of supply. So anyway, so you can look at it from two sides of the coin. You can still think that, right, because lack of supply, that's why the home sales is down. So it's not that scary. On the other one, it said that because the economy is not doing well, that's why the home sales is down. But again, okay, it's up to you to decide. You think what will be the reason for that, okay? Now, the USA economy is on the brink of complete recovery, say Richmond Federal Buchan. All right. So you see here, Cal is telling you that the economy is not doing well, and so many analysts are telling you not very well. But one of the federal official says that, okay, don't worry. Richmond Federal Reserve Bank President Thomas Buchan says that, right, he is hopeful that the U.S. economy is on the brink of complete recovery. Yay, that's good news, right? Isn't it? I mean, basically, it's right. This is what you're seeing right now. But apparently, don't you realize that? How come the whole world is saying no good, but only the Fed chiefs are saying good? So who is lying? Who is telling the truth? Okay, so that is my point. All right, that's why that's not this morning when Yu Ming say about the Jerome Powell, right? Okay, some little truth of it. Okay, anyway, they say that, but there's still a possible of scarring of it. Why scarring? So apparently this is the guy Thomas Buchan. Okay, he's saying that, right, there's some scarring because some of the parents, like the mothers especially, when they actually left their job to take care of children during the COVID-19, they're not coming back. So that causes a bit of people lost the job, employment basically went up. So this is some of the things that he's concerned, but overall itself, right, he's pretty confident that the economy will be doing well. Okay, I know it's 9:13 right now, and 9:14 I'll go right into the Hang Seng. Okay, just give me a moment on this. All right, now the thing is the COVID cases at the moment now continue to rise, but apparently you don't see that really amplifying, right? Now during Donald Trump time, wow, every moment, every day, this is ongoing like a drama series. But now they just put it in the news because it's have to report, but just very subtle. So apparently it's out of the 7-day moving average has went up by 5%. All right, they don't give a figure exactly, but they give you that 5%. Okay, so you're gonna have to think about 5%, right? So apparently it's all right. The thing is this: the doctor itself telling you that we are at a critical point at a pandemic of fork in the road. Okay, now this is something that I want to explain to you why. Because recently the epicenter stock have been going up because they are all banking on the recovery of the economy, which you saw the Tom Barkin has said that it is. But the problem that creates the current situation now is this COVID-19, right? So the question mark is, if it's going to be there, then why is if the data shows that the numbers are increasing, is it a concerning point? So that is the reason why I am informing you guys that I'm equally concerned with this. Okay, so anyway, Hang Seng will open up very, very soon. Let's go to Hang Seng right now. We are just 35 seconds away. Hey, where's my Hang Seng chart? Hello, here we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Here we go. Okay, Hang Seng chart, right? This is Hang Seng. So today's MLP, yesterday MLP was brilliant. It touches MLP and straight away it came down. Okay, so now today the MLP will be here. The MA30 will be here. All right, 29,276. Okay, market gonna start very soon. Hang Seng is gonna start. Oops, sorry, wrong chart. Okay, Hang Seng is gonna start in just a few more seconds. Okay, Hang Seng has gap up. Hang Seng has gap up. Okay, I repeat, Hang Seng has gap up, but there's a problem. The KSI is red in color. So with the KSI red in color, Hang Seng gap up. So if the Hang Seng stays above OP, there will be upside, but be limited to KTR +1 to +3. But if the market goes down below OP, then there will be some selling. Okay, the selling should go down easily to KTR -1 easily, if not lower. All right. Now, of course, you can draw the MLP on the chart too. The MLP, of course, my drawing is freehand, so I can really draw perfectly, but you can draw it there. And I believe that maybe it could have triggered a little bit. So overall, I can tell you that, right, the market tried to go past the cage RL recently, but failed. And now it's looking downside. Now, I want to say something very important. Look at this guy, my friends. Look at this. There are 3 days the tail touched the midpoint, or actually the bit 4 day in 3 days. I mean about 4 days. All right, 4 days the market trip the midpoint of the cage. Now we all know that, right, under the cage segment. Okay, if the market touches the cage midpoint more than one time, usually means there will be explosive movement. All right, explosive movement. The question is which side lah? Of course, you may say upside or downside. Now, this one I cannot tell you the answer, but I'm going to tell you that, right, be careful. Hang Seng will be going into explosive movement soon. So again, I don't know which side will it go, but if you ask me, I would rather take the downside lah. Obviously, it's all right. So let's look at Hang Seng right now in a 5-minute chart. It's still too early to call. But Hang Seng now, the market has gapped up and now has given back all the profits, all right? So which means that whatever profits that is generated by the Dow Jones, it doesn't really appeal, or Nasdaq, it doesn't appeal to the Hang Seng. So the first target is 28,922. That is the Hang Seng first target level, meaning that that is where Hang Seng will be going to for the MA, with the KTRs. 28,922, but there's no color change. I mean, this is one ongoing. So if you want to use that later on, you can use that. The next one, if the Hang Seng continue to drop a bit further down, I think that will be a good point to buy back. And that's 28,829. So I repeat, if the Hang Seng do drop to 28,829, it'll be a very good level to buy back your Hang Seng. Okay, so if you guys want to, look to buy back your Hang Seng position, it's either you take this figure, 28,922, or you can actually use the next level, which is 28,829. So this is my view on Hang Seng. If Hang Seng do drop below, then it will go down to these 2 levels because the KSI on the day chart is red in color. So the market will be shifting more to the downside if the CCYR is actually available on the market. Okay, so this is my view. Okay, we are going to have a color change in about 2 minutes time. Right, you can see at the top of the chart, it shows that close in about 1 minute and 50 seconds. So this is the target. So you can take a look on there. If you do make money, congratulations to you. If you don't make money, make sure your stop loss is in place. Okay, so this is very, very important. Okay, all right. So let us continue the sharing this morning. Okay, all right. Hang Seng is done. All right. So the thing is, the B117 variant, okay, is ongoing right now. Apparently, Okay, Dr. Fauci is being asked repeatedly, and he's saying that, right, be careful. This will not be all, and definitely is informing a lot of people. And of course, the movement in Europe is getting a bit scary. Apparently, apparently in the Europe side itself, right, it's moving. The waves and lockdowns are all coming in again. And of course, more important thing is that, okay, there are more cases, right? In Michigan, apparently itself, right, there's new 300 cases per day. That's up by 50%. Now, the point is this, I thought we are all having vaccination and stuff like that. And apparently the vaccination is going at what, 1 million or 2 million jabs per day, right? That's very fast. I mean, talking about a country with about 350 million people, right? That's pretty decent, pretty decent. But the thing is that, right, it keep on coming in. So the question is that, is this really helping at all? So that is the reason why now apparently, but again, there's other Republican states, they're still insisting that they should reopen. So some are reopening schools and stuff like that. So this is going to be a very concerning factor. But of course, not to worry, AstraZeneca, they have said that the vaccine is found to be 79% effective. So there's no increase of risk of blood clot. Now we all know AstraZeneca, they apparently have this problem about these blood clots, right? But they say now that they did a trial with 32,449 participants in a phase 3 trial, and apparently no much of this stuff. Okay, so again, it's up to you as an individual to see from there. This is the vaccine, AstraZeneca, and apparently it's all right. They are telling you that they are very thrilled, very thrilled that all is good, and don't worry, there'll be at least 30 million doses available later on and stuff like that. Now, you see, I am not a doctor, so I cannot tell you anything. But I look at my friends who took the jab. They look okay. They look okay. They look very okay. So, I mean, that maybe that's good, but I can only say is this. Okay, if you took the jab, you're okay, that's good. Okay, I tell you that, that's good. All right, for me, it's all right. Why do it? Well, I just asked my family doctor, because I have this little medical thing that whereby my lung is not that strong, apparently, because I had a little mishap back when I was younger. So apparently I may not be able to take the jab. Even I can take the jab right now, I cannot take. Yeah. So okay lah. So as long as you guys take the jab, then I'm safe law. Okay, you guys stay strong. Okay, that's the more important thing. For me as well, I may not be able. I don't really qualify to do that. Yes, indeed. Okay, so what I did is that I decided to just have for the fun of it itself, right? I began to check on Zeneca price. Well, is this the bottom? Well, it is the bottom because apparently it's all right. If let's say the all the way we all know that it was not doing that well back then. So the share price was at 875. It dropped all the way down to current price here. And because of the new finding now, the price recover. Okay. My point is this, compared to GME, the AMC stocks, right? This is really like not there, right? Doesn't you have you have the vaccine, and this vaccine is so powerful and millions of people need it, then why is the share price not reacting? That is my real concern for this, actually. So I purposely went to find Moderna to just double check. Now, Moderna also not too bad. The chart looks pretty. I mean, up, down is like very strongly push up just to make sure. But one thing that I don't really like on Moderna is how is that, look at it, the volume. Oh my God, the volume is almost non-existent. Well, is it because everybody bought the shares and just waiting for things to go higher? I mean, my point is this: if this thing is so good, right, why the volume is so low? That is really my biggest concern here, which I don't really understand. Okay, of course, I'm here to be corrected. Then after that, I look at this counter, which is Pfizer. Oh my God, look at the share. They went up 42.50 and then it collapsed down. And does it show that it shows that it's a company that's making a lot of money? Again, my question mark is I really, really cannot buy into this. And of course, the last one is Biotech, right? Because Pfizer and BioNTech, they combine together, right? So BioNTech looks a little bit okay. Still, the volume is ridiculously low. So again, maybe because it's a season now, no one buying this, they're buying all the penny counters, they're buying other things, so that's all. But to me, it's just something is just not right in the whole entire equation here. So end of the day is this, I will leave you to decide what you think in this thing here. But in my opinion, if this is going to be a very powerful business and the revenue is going to be forever, then why not? But of course, some people argue it's because they bought into it already. Yeah, because they say that, right? It is because once the vaccination is done and everybody get vaccinated, that's it, the income stop. Really? Is that how it works? Well, I will just argue on this, but anyway, my question is I would just rather be careful and watch this counter closely. And if the counters have to sell down faster than usual, then of course I think that's something you must be watching out for. All right. Oh, okay. You mean bought AZN, huh? Okay. All right. Understand. Okay. So that is extra lah for you. Okay. Let's continue. Now, Tesla. Wow, wow, wow. What happened? Okay. Now, Tesla, let me bring the chart in first. Okay. Tesla. Oh, Hang Seng has came off already. Hang Seng has hit my first technical level. Okay. Traders, just take note of that. 28,922 already traded. Okay. Now, let's see the Tesla first. Now, yesterday, Tesla, I was telling friends, telling them, hey, 690 is a very strong resistance point itself. Okay, so where did I get this 690? All right, basically it was this. Let me just explain this to you guys. Okay, so yesterday Tesla opens above pivot 1. So by right, above pivot 1 is a buy, and the KSI was green. Okay, that one really. But because I know that Tesla has a resistance somewhere around here at about this 690 level, or 690 level. So I tell my friends that watch out 690. If it goes above 690, Tesla will be a very good buy. But when we saw Tesla just keep on hovering at 690, not able to move, right? Okay, let me show it to you. In the 15-minute chart is clearer for the 690 one. Okay, let me just show it to you. Can you see that? Now, basically, I see this very strong resistance at 690. This is just common technical drawing. And that's why I told my friend this 690. Because 690 is very near to 700. Usually share like this, they go by $10 per move. So 700 was not really in my mind because I just don't think that Tesla is worth $700. So 690 was the technical level that I was watching. And of course, you can see what happened yesterday. Initially, it went past to 690. So my friend asked me, can buy or not? I said that, yeah, since it goes 690, it's above OP, above pivot 1, it's a buy. So I told my friend this, you can buy Tesla at 690, but remember, if the market go below 690, you must cut. So he basically bought in at 690 and he went to 697. I say, bro, it's $5 profit. I know it's small money, but just take some profit first. So he took some profit at 695, so not so bad. Then after that, this is the thing that I want to explain to you comes in, okay? Now, I'll bring in the 5-minute chart a bit closer and better. All right, so that is whereby I realized that when it come back down to this, the KTR, to the KTR plus 1 level and the 690 mark, it began to swivel quite a fair bit over here. And of course, at the bottom of my screen, can you see that? You can see very, very clearly at the bottom of the screen, you can see that, oops, sorry, wrong color. You can see that the KSI is totally has turned red. So when the price goes up and the KSI goes red, or in fact amplify the selling, right? I got a little bit jitter. So I told my friend, I said, look, if you do see another time, there will be another CCYR that is below 690 and also below the KTR plus 1, right? I say you better get out. And before we know it, immediately there was some selling already on this Tesla, and Tesla basically sell down all the way to the closing. All right. Now, of course, technical traders say it's a gap covering, but you know that, right? The reason why Tesla bought up because apparently there was some buy order coming in from very many different hedge funds and stuff like that. So what happened to Tesla? Okay, so that is the technical point of what happened to Tesla. Okay, so let's look at the fundamental of Tesla, shall we? Okay, that's a technical point. So let's look at the fundamental reason for Tesla. So apparently Tesla, there's a whistleblower that complains about the solar fires that's part of the evidence in the federal safety investigation. Now, the thing is this guy, just to let you know, even though he's a whistleblower, it's because he was being sacked. Okay, there's something you can understand this. There is a motive here. So he was being sacked, and he was being sacked because he apparently he informed the management accordingly to the news. He basically was fired from his job after raising fire safety concern internally. Okay, but that is what he says. It's not confirmed yet. So of course, that is the reason why he's not happy, and he wants to tell the whole world that, you know, that Tesla is not that safe to be involved. So what happened is that now Tesla is basically having a problem. Even Walmart is suing Tesla for the solar panel on store that catch fire. Okay, so now you see that. So getting a little bit dicey for Tesla at the moment. Is it because they went OT on their job, or they used the wrong people? All this thing itself, right? That is what is happening right now for Tesla. So is that possible for Tesla to go down to 650 again? In my humble opinion, it is. All right. So fortunately, my friend, he just cut his position and flipped to short. So now he's making some money now. I'm happy for him. All right. So how many of you are actually bullish in Tesla? Can I see from you guys? If you are bullish in Tesla, please keep Tesla bullish. If you are bearish in Tesla, please key Tesla bearish. Let me have your answer while I drink some water. Okay. All right. How many of you are bullish? How many are bearish? Right. Okay. Where's the answers? Or is it my Facebook getting slowed down? Okay. All right. We have Jerry being bearish. Okay. Jerry being bearish. Okay. Lewis bearish. Philip also bearish. Oh, okay. Now on the day chart itself, right, the KSI is actually green in color, so it's actually pretty bullish. But you realize that even the KSI was green, but the selling pressure is very big, right? Pretty heavy. It seems like very tough. All right, okay, Angela also bearish. So all I can say is this: if I do a simple Fibonacci again, I take the high, I take the low. Okay, wait, the colors have changed a little bit. Okay, I change the color for you guys. Here we go. You can see that, right? This is the Fibonacci here. The market actually for Tesla, it means from the high recently for Tesla. From the high recently, Tesla came down all the way, right, to the low. Now the 50% mark is here, and you can see Tesla rebounded very nicely all the way, but missed the 50% by a few dollars. Okay, and then after that, it came back down and touches brilliantly the 23.6% level. So the question mark is now is going back up, right? But no, it came back down. So now it's actually closing price is below the 38.2. So by right itself, right, if that's going to continue, then there is a possibility for Tesla to revisit again the 630 range. Okay, it is possible for Tesla to go down to 630 range itself. Okay, so all I can say is this: 630. If you think it's a bit too much, 650 I think that's a pretty decent level. So I told my friends 650, buy back some Tesla. Not too bad. You can get some good meat out of this. All right, this is the first wave on Tesla. Okay, I'm jumping a little bit today just because it's Super Tuesday. I like to share stuff with you guys. Okay, but take this away. Okay, take this away. I look at a longer term chart. Okay, because the chart is a bit problem with this one here. Now you look at when it started the Tesla move, right? The Tesla move from the lowest end. So I do another Fibo right here itself. Okay, from the lowest end here. Okay, I ring it up, and then I put it at the highest level. Okay, then you can see that the 61.8 was supported back then here. So the 61.8 was supported at the 576 level, right? 576. And apparently 576 came in line with our KCB, which is 558 and 549. 558 and 549. So which means that, right, these few numbers are all the strong technical support level for Tesla. So like a magnet, right, if Tesla, due to whatever reason, do drop, that it will be coming down to all these technical points, okay? So that is my view here. But after that, if the market stays firm, then who knows, Tesla may be going up again. But if not itself, right, the crazy part is this: it can come back down all the way. So the very, very important support level now is 498 for Tesla. This is my TSCB, and this tells me very clearly that this number 498 really must stay on firm. If Tesla loses this 498 itself, right, then I think Tesla may really go down quite a fair bit. So, and of course, by that itself, right, ARC Innovation, Cathy Wood will have to come out again to explain her position. And of course, if the market don't buy into her, then of course, there might be a barrage of selling. All right. So this is something that I am sharing with you in terms of numbers. Now, basically, this is pure technical. All right. Fundamental, we have the whistleblower ongoing thingy, but the rest is technical. All right. So if you buy into the technical, that's the reason why I'm expressing concern, because I do receive quite a few people buying Tesla and asking me, Kel, is it time to buy? All right. So, but don't worry, guys. Why? You can go Bitcoin. Apparently, Bitcoin won't replace the dollar. Okay. Apparently, it's all right. Federal Reserve Jerome Powell says that, right, Bitcoin won't replace the dollar because it's too volatile. Okay. So I also totally agree with him. How can you replace Bitcoin with dollar? I say that. I mean, dollar, Bitcoin replacing dollar. I don't buy that at all. So apparently, it's all right. He's saying that it's too volatile. And of course, this is something very important. The Federal Reserve is actually still exploring use cases for digital currency issued by the central bank. Now, this is very powerful, important statement. This tells you that digital currency is going to happen very soon. And that's the reason why itself we are moving towards cryptocurrency. You like it or not, it's just like I explained to my friend. Now, last time when you have this diskettes, okay, diskettes, it was like, wow, must buy a lot of diskettes, the 3.5 inch one, right, or the 5.5 inch. Then after that, it's all right, when the USB port came in, right, the portable USB came in, right, everybody said that, this one won't be useful. This is like too little and too small. But what happened is changed everything. Until today itself, we're still using a thumb drive, right? USB thumb drive. So there's something in world that you must understand. Even though back then itself, right, diskette, floppy disk was the way to go. And almost every system was using that. When the USB port came in, it changed the whole entire world. And the last 20 years itself is still ongoing. So my personal view is this will actually continue. That's the reason why TWB, we are moving towards cryptocurrency also at the same time to catch this wave, because we believe that maybe after a severe correction, whatever it will happen, then it will be a lovely time to buy into the Bitcoin. All right. So I already telling you that what is our view on Bitcoin. So of course, what happened to the Bitcoin yesterday? The Bitcoin came off, right? The Bitcoin actually came off quite a fair bit. All right, so let's look at the Dow Jones right now. Dow Jones yesterday went all the way up, no holding back, because after Jerome Powell speaks, everything looks good. The yields was good. Everything went well, right? And after that, it's all right. The tax also went up because of the yield, all right? So tax shares went up because Nasdaq closed up. Apparently, we have all the Apple, Microsoft, Netflix all up by 2%, Amazon and Facebook up by 1%. Now, apparently, Cathy Wood Invest, okay, basically put up a new target for Tesla and expecting to be quadruple in 4 years' time. Wow. Okay, that's what explain to me what happened yesterday then. Okay, that's my first thing in my reaction. All right, but anyway, this is the thing that I'm quite concerned now. Joe Biden is eyeing an infrastructure deal of as much as $3 trillion spending to boost the economy. Oh my God, 1.9 already, they already took so long. So 3 trillion, wow. Okay, so there's a little rub by Steve Henrich later, you look at it again. So that is whereby apparently it's all right. They are telling you that, okay, no worry, it happened. All right, Goldman Sachs expecting 2 trillion spending. So shares Caterpillar went up. All right, so obviously the broad-based index all went up because of such expectation. I mean, sometimes I really wonder, right, by saying all this itself, do they really mean it? And end of the day is there enough money for them to spend this money? Enough to spend? I mean, this is really going for the broke, right? Isn't it true? So that's the reason why I'm quite curious if there is going to be such a big impact of 2 or 3 trillion coming to the market, right? Then what happened to the yield? Well, look at the yield yesterday and last few days. The yield came off on 1.75%. But yesterday, yeah, there was initial dip on the yield. But after the news came out, this 3 trillion thing, I don't see anything that really changed the yield side, okay? And of course, you look compared to the dollar now. The dollar also came off a bit, but then you get to stay from at 91.75. It's at 25 basis point away from 92. So I cannot see that type of thing that, you know, the Wall Street is buying in. And overall, I still believe that the dollar will go higher. Now, my take is this, the dollar should be going higher. I strongly believe that the dollar will go to about 92.30 in about 1 or 2 weeks time. Okay. And of course, my take on yield, you go past 1.77%. So I believe that these two numbers will hit in about 2 to 3 weeks time. And of course, when that happens, you can see that gold price will be coming off a little bit. Nasdaq will be coming off a little bit. And generally, stock market will be asking a question again. So what's next then? That's probably after the Federal Reserve meetings and all the Jerome Powell stuff like that. Okay. But this is my personal opinion. So take your pinch of salt. Okay. All right. So news-wise, it's all right. Microsoft, Intel, Cisco, Microsoft basically power up the Dow Jones, and everybody thinks that right, it's all going well because the yields have came off. So all of this is telling you that as long as the yield is coming off, you don't need to be worried. So that's why you can see that things are okay. So let's recap what happened yesterday, shall we? Quick one. Okay, so the Dow Jones apparently opened here. And I told you guys, because the KSI is green in color, you focus on the long. So when the market opens and cross pivot 1 above OP, above pivot 1 is a buy, and that's why the Dow goes up. All right, I've been saying this, and you just have to follow the ground rules. And of course, you can see very clearly the market bought up pretty late. but still, all right, the market was basically toying around. All right, there's a KCB level at 32,498. I mentioned that. The key point is this guy here. Look at this guy. This is a BMB. Can you see that? Now, almost all the turning points is all right. There's a BMB. I cannot say 100%, but most of the turning point will contain a BMB, then followed by a color change. So it can be a color change CCRY, like this case is buy. It can be a BMB by CCYR to sell. So apparently this is what happens. CCRY, KS, and it triggered the KTR -1. And I told you because the KSI on the day chart is green in color, it's a buy. And apparently, wow, look at it. So when the market crossed the pivot 1, it's above OP, right? Above OP, above pivot 1 is another buy, and that's why the Dow went up. So you see, whatever you learn, it actually is very applicable in the system. You just have to follow. You just really have to follow, all right? Oh, Hang Seng hit 28,829 already. Wow, okay, congratulations, guys. Whoa. Okay, let me bring back the Dow. Let me bring it in for you, okay? Hold on a minute. Let me do a screenshot here, a moment. Okay, sorry, just give me a moment, sorry. Okay. All right, let me just bring in the Dow Jones, sorry, Hang Seng. Okay, let's see the Hang Seng chart. Okay, Hang Seng chart. Wow, okay, Hang Seng. There we go. Wow, brilliant, guys. Wow, he stopped there. Oh my God, he stopped there. The Hang Seng stopped there, 28,829. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is really insane. Come on, man, this is really insane. Right, if you guys think that you think that what I shared was brilliant and think it's good, just give me a HK. Hang Seng, well done. All right, just key HK, well done. Okay, Hang Seng, well done. Wow, this is incredible. Doing a live sharing right here now, and Hang Seng really hit that point there and really rebounded over there. It's as if that they know that answer there. Oh my God. Okay, I see my friends are all, wow, making good deal of money already. A friend of mine is making good deal of money already. Happy for him. Yes, indeed, very happy for him. Yeah, indeed. You know, this is why it is like end of the day. It's like, you know, I always tell my friends this. It's just that you need to follow the rules of engagement and you need to trust it. Okay, really have to trust it. And you see, it's really happening right now. All right, Hang Seng is still coming off. Not too sure what is leading to it, but anyway, as long as my friends make money, you guys are making money, I'm very happy for all of you. All right, so it's really live here. That is very important. It's live sharing right here now that I'm covering this story here, and you can see that it's really impressive, right? Agreeable? Okay, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for update. Just now I didn't know that. Oh gosh, so many messages are coming in. Wow, flooded. Okay, literally flooded. Okay, happy for you guys. Happy for you. Okay, continue. All right. So yes, indeed. All right. Those. Thank you guys for your messages. Also appreciate that. All right, that's just really incredible, right? To see Hang Seng doing this. Oh, Hang Seng is just recovering right now. See, wow, it really hits the KTR -2 level, and then after that, it really rebounded from there. So this is really very important. So you really have to follow rules, guys. That the KSI on the day chart is red, so naturally the market will have more. It will favor towards the downside, and really, it really happened. So well done, guys. Well done. Okay, well done. Okay, so let's continue the MAO. Sorry, diverted. Okay, so let's just look at the market right now. Okay. Okay, so this is the day chart. Well, the day chart yesterday has improved. It tried to going back to the trend line, and because it's above the MA30 for the Dow Jones, so it looks okay. But then looking at a longitude trend line, the one that I had drawn for you back then again, it seems that it's going to be resisted today. Yesterday, it also, although it closed, but it closed perfectly at the trend line. So this is not very comforting. This is not very comforting. So which means that, right, if the Dow Jones cannot stay above the MLP, oops, sorry, wrong color. If the Dow Jones cannot stay above the MLP today, then there'll be some profit taking. But if it can stay above the line, then of course it may go even higher. Now, my personal take is this: at the moment now, it's still too early to call unless the market breaks the MLP. Okay, if the Dow Jones break the MLP, then of course there might be some profit taking to come. All right. So that is the Dow Jones. The MA30 is still quite far away. The 31 is 32,182 for the MA30. So now it's at 32,700, right? So it's very far away. So not too of a common concern for the MA30. So still bullishness is there. Okay, this is the using the 5% chart. So it's still there. So the MLP is here to this MLP. Now, yesterday I draw this MLP. Remember, I took this point, this candle, and I draw the MLP. And yesterday low was brilliantly touching the MLP and recover. And of course, obviously, M Trader also went in to buy there. M Trader, yeah, she bought it there. M Trader, she bought it there. And of course, she also in profit already from that moment itself. Okay, so this is very good to use an MLP. All right. Weekly chart, well, we can see that weekly chart, there's a recover a little bit. So as long as the market stays above OP, right, it should be okay. So at the moment now, it seems to be okay. So bullishness is still there. All right, this is I told you guys on the 26th of May, that is the one. Okay, so that one, we put it aside first. Let's look at the market right now. Okay, Hang Seng has recovered. As I told you guys, hit the KTR -2, it'll be recovering. And indeed, it really does that. Wow, really to the nail. Okay, so for today's day chart, let's take a look for today's Dow Jones day chart. Now, today's Dow Jones day chart, you must think of three things. Number one is all right. For the Dow Jones day chart, there's something that you must understand. The opening price is actually above pivot 1. So as long as the Dow stays above OP, it will be a buy. I repeat, as long as the Dow stays above OP, it will be a buy. Okay, it'll be a buy. And of course, it will go up, right? To how much? I'll show you later. But if the Dow Jones go below OP, that is interesting because the KSI is green in color, so the buying will be there. So like what we saw yesterday, if the KSI if the market go to KTR -1, you should buy back some of your short position. Now today's pivot 1 itself is 32,584. So it's still quite a distance away. So I don't think there'll be some selling. But if the Dow Jones do pull back, I believe that this level here, 32,584, it will be a good level for some buying reason, all right? But if it goes below it, then things will totally change, okay? So today is more bullish to the upside as long as the market stays above OP, all right? Because it's above, because the pivot 1 is there, okay? You heard me out? Bullish, I already said my point, all right? Unless the market goes below OP. Okay, so where is the potential upside for the Dow Jones today? There we go. Now, if the Dow Jones basically stays above OP, then the Dow Jones should be going up towards the 32,896 mark. That's the KTR +1. But because we expected if the Dow Jones do pull back on profit taking, do stand by at 32,651. That is where I suspect that the Dow Jones will hit and recover because the KSI on the day chart is actually green in color. So two numbers to stand by for today, 32,896 for the upside, 32,651 for the downside. Okay, so that is what you should be looking out for Dow today. Okay, Dow today, still a bit early because Dow Jones, GTH is a bit later, all right, not now. All right, so wait for the market to really come in. Okay, so that is the Dow. Nasdaq wise, well, Nasdaq basically yesterday closes above the 50% mark of the Fibonacci. Brilliantly yesterday, the Nasdaq touches MLP and recover. So that's why MLP is very powerful to use. So today MLP will be around 12,960 level. And now the Nasdaq is basically going below the 50% mark. So of course, to say upfront first, if the Nasdaq do pull back and go below MLP 12,960, then there'll be some profit taking back down again. So overall, it's still right as the 50% marker is very critical. As long as the Nasdaq stays above it, it's fine. So now it's hovering exactly at the 50% mark. It's hovering there right now. Okay, for the MA30, there is basically giving a bit of support here. MA30 today is market is now above it because yesterday the strong recovery. So now the MA30 is about 13,000. So as long as the market stays above 13,000 for the Nasdaq, it will be fine. 13,000 will be the psychological level too. It's a milestone level. So as long as the Nasdaq stays above 13,000, okay, all is good. But if Nasdaq stays below 13,000, then there might be some profit taking. Okay, so got an idea now? Yeah. Okay, continue. All right, so that will be the Nasdaq. Let's look at the Nasdaq day chart. Okay, Nasdaq day chart is not nice at all because there's this problem here. Nasdaq today, the opening price is actually slightly above P1, P2. So with the KSI red in color, this is not a very good sign, which means that if the Nasdaq goes below OP, which is now, and it's below P2, right, then there will be some selling pressure. Now below OP, below P2, it's always more towards a selling pressure of the market. So if Nasdaq KSI is red, then of course there is a possibility for Nasdaq to pull back. So remember this, the 13,000 will be a very important psychological level that the Nasdaq has to stay above it, okay? So I'm informing you now, Nasdaq watch 13,000 and also below P2 watch. Okay. All right, so that is the Nasdaq. So let's look at gold, shall we? Now for gold market, right, you can see yesterday it came down. Then after that, it recovered strongly, right? Because the dollar came off a little bit. So that's why the gold went up. All right, to you, dollar and the gold has very, at the moment now, direct range, inverse relationship, okay? So of course now they are saying that Asian shoppers now are stepping gold now because it's low prices and it's festive season and stuff like that. But of course, they say that the Turkey upheaval is actually creating the dollar, the gold to go down. So it's again two sides of the coin, depending on who you believe. So one side calling for buy, one side calling for sell. So I don't know what to tell you. All right, end of the day is that we don't need to look at all this news just for entertainment sake, in my opinion. And then you just have to use this to view on the chart. So now what happened on the gold chart? Now you can see that yesterday gold don't have pivot, right? So if you no pivot, then you look at the KSI. The KSI is green. So as long as it's green, then you'll be focusing to the buy side. But unfortunately for gold yesterday, it focused on the downside because below OP, then obviously you have to look for sell side. Okay, below OP for the sell side. So let's see what gold had to offer yesterday. Pretty sideways, right? So gold went below OP. All right, it's a BNB by the way. BNB is here at the start of the day. BNB below OP, CCYR, no pivot. So we have to sell. So that's why gold came down the first wave. Then of course, subsequently, it came down the second wave. But once hit the second wave, you notice that the KTR -2 is there. Our M15 TSCB is also there. It became a very strong support here. That's why the TSCB is so powerful indicator. It can really tell you where the potential support and resistance level in the market. And whenever there's a color change that basically change around the TSCB, the CB level is all right. Usually it's very powerful. And of course, you can see this is a BNB right here. This is a BNB followed by a CCRY. It triggered the KTR -2 and then it went up. So that is how we can interpret using the 15-minute chart. Okay. All right, 15-minute chart. Okay, so let's just go now to the live market right now. Okay, so let's look at the gold, shall we? Okay, so for gold, it's not doing well this morning. Okay, gold is not doing well this morning. Now, yesterday, I told you the MLP and the moving average was very powerful, right? 1740. So when it go below 1740, we saw gold plunge all the way to 1727, right? This is so powerful, right? One single level basically brought gold all the way down to 1727 before it staged a recovery. So that's why the MA and the MLP, if you combine together, is so powerful, right? So that's why traders, you really must remember this. Whatever MAO I do for you, if you're just listening and then just go to la land, that is a very waste because you really want to utilize this to make money out of it, right? Okay, so for today, let's just do here now. Today, the MLP for gold today is about 1741. And for the moving average for gold today is about 1738. Okay, so which means that for today, very important resistance point is 1738. That is the MA30, right? The higher level MLP will be 1741. So if the gold stays below 1738, gold will be coming down. Now, how low will gold go down? 1719 is the figure that I'm looking at. I repeat, I've been saying this over the last few days. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. If the gold price come down, 1719 will be the level that I'm looking out for gold to come down today. 1719 level. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? 1719. Yeah, indeed. Now, if the gold is actually coming down, is it because that the dollar is actually strengthening at the moment? Well, let's just cross that and see how's the dollar performing, shall we? Quick one, huh? Okay. Yeah, the dollar. Well, the dollar is indeed the dollar is indeed surging a little bit now. It's 91.82. This morning I've been telling you I believe that the dollar will be trading up again. I mentioned to you guys, you can press the market as long as you want, but end of the day itself, the market will know what you're trying to do, and it's always easy to let you go first, and then after that I go for the kill. So this is something that I can explain to you guys, that I strongly believe that the gold will be coming down later. Okay, as long as the dollar stay up lah. All right, if the dollar stay up, does it mean the yield is going up? Well, let's take a look. Well, the yield is not really moving at the moment now. It's pretty flat at the moment. So it's still below the water. So okay lah. So the dollar is the one that's moving today. Okay. All right, weekly chart wise itself, right? The 61.8 is still very strong there. So nothing to worry about. Okay, the weekly chart drawing, I drawn for you. I still think that 1659 is still a very high possibility that the market will be going 1659. For silver prices, you can see silver is really coming off. Really, it came down to MA 200 yesterday and then staged a rebound. But most likely, silver is going to test the MA 200 again. And if you're going to test it again and it failed to stay above it, then of course there'll be some problem. So for silver, 25.48 is a very strong support level for silver. So you must stay above it. Now, based on what I'm seeing in terms of the downside movement of the silver prices, I believe that silver will drop down to this point here at least, and that is about $24.50 level. All right. So my personal take is silver will drop down to 24.50 lah. At the moment now it's 25.60, so it's about $1.10 from here. So end of the day, you guys, you decide, you think that where the silver will be going, you see for yourself and you let me know, okay? Okay, so that is the silver prices for today, silver price. Okay, someone asked me about this A50. Okay, I can share A50 shortly. Give me a moment. So I cover the gold first, huh? Oh, here we go. Now today gold, if you look at it, if you move around on time frame, you will notice that, right? Today gold don't have pivot again. No pivot again. Yes, today gold got no pivot. Yes, don't have. No pivot, and how? No pivot means the opening price will still be the one that dictates everything. The KSI is green in color, so which means that, right, today if the market stay above OP, the gold will go up, but that's if it stay above OP. Now, if the gold stay below OP, then there will be some selling, but of course, down to KTR -1 to -3, there'll be some buying up. So, or not result, right, you can see there's a lot of KCB here, and there's the 1731, 1726, 1722. So as long as the market goes down to all this technical point and stay there and do a CCRY, you can look for buying if you really want to buy gold. If not, it's all right. Since below OP, you can concentrate to sell gold. But when it comes to KTR -1 to -3 or those KCB level, you can consider to basically buy back some position. Now, of course, if today the gold stay around here at 1733 or lower, then of course gold will likely be a KCCYR, and the day before is a BNB. That's something that I tell you. The day, it's the day lah. Yesterday itself is a BNB, right? That's the reason why I say gold, you must watch already. Gold today is very critical. Today, gold is a very critical thing because this is a BNB, and if this is going to be a red bar here, this is not going to be nice, because if that is the case, it may create a CCYR by today. Okay, it may, only if it happens. Okay, don't speculate it, don't front run it. Just wait for the market. If the market really does do that, it's all right, then you should know what will happen likely tomorrow. Okay, so traders today, please watch my Super Tuesday itself. I can talk about pivot trading. Okay, so let's look at China A50, right? As a request, China A50. Where's my chart? Here we go. Now, China A50, you can see that it has lost the 85% mark. Now, 3 days ago, it was trying to stay above, last week, it's trying to stay above the 85% mark. It failed, and now it's down, and now it's below the MA 200. Now, this is scary because for Chinese market to be below MA 200 is really not that pretty. Because let's look into history on China A50. The last time when we saw China go below the A50, below the 200-day MA, right? It went down quite bad. In fact, it went down by how much? Let me take a look. It went down by at least 10% drop. Okay, another 10% drop. Okay, that was what happened. Now, previously when you got support there, the market went up. Okay, it was only much later when it got supported at the MA 200. That's why it went all the way up itself. So you can see that when it was a very high level here, and you're so far away from the moving average, right? You see the way it pulled back down, really as if that like a law of attraction, it can pull back down all the way in. So my personal take is this: I strongly believe that the China A50 will drop further to 16,471 level, because that is the 20% mark. Now, if that number got breached, then of course there'll be some panic across the board. So dear all, I'm saying that the Chinese stock market will go down further. Now the current price is 17,180, right? So I'm calling for sell. I'm calling a sell. I believe that the market will be going to 16,471 or 600 points from here. And if that happen, of course, the Hang Seng will drop quite a fair bit by maybe 800 points. And obviously, it's all right. We could see some selling across the board. All right. But of course, this is not going to be immediately 1 day, 2 days. Like it could be over the 2-3 weeks, right? As long as the market stay below the MA 200, I believe that the China stock market will be coming down all the way down to 16,471. Okay, got it? All right, hope that clear up the things for you guys. It's 10 o'clock already. Okay. All right, so that is gold. Now, Bitcoin, yesterday, we have a pretty bad day. Now, yesterday, Bitcoin, we made money initially. We was happy with that. Then after that, the market, when it broke below pivot 1, that's it. Now, it broke pivot 1, we know that the selling pressure is there. But because we had to follow through, so we can see that, right, when it's below pivot 1 and CCYR, right, we know that most of the trade did not end up very well. So end of the day, is this out of 6 trades, we have only 2 wins. All right, out of 6 trades, we have only 2 wins. Now, of course, the thing is this, overall, how much we perform? Well, I think we did okay. This is really real life trading. You can see that the number of trades, because we broke up the trades, right? We broke up the trades. Per risk per trade, we're risking between $100 to $150. So it's very decent for a 20K account. And we can see that, right, we really followed the T. We traded as early as 9 a.m. and we ended only at 12 midnight. A team of traders, yes, a team of traders are doing this on the side. And only when we are ready, really ready, we'll introduce to all of you. Really, yes, indeed. All right, so this is real life trading. So unfortunately, yesterday after 6 trades, right, okay, we ended with $127 losses. But if you look at it itself, right, not bad, because this is only the down day, and the down day that the Bitcoin from 58,000 dropped all the way to 54,000. Our damage on the only stick to the buy side. We only lost about $100. I think that's a very good deal. That shows that we are very good with that, with our risk management. It's very strong risk management here itself. Okay, all right, like it, yeah, indeed. So let's look at Bitcoin for today. Okay, Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin today is especially KSI is red in color, so it's more toward the selling again, but there's no blue bar at the bottom, so the bullishness is still there. Now, the market opens here. The market opens between the 2 pivot, right? So above OP will be a buy. Above OP will be a buy. Right, below OP will be a sell. Now, today opening price is near the pivot 2, so 53,470 will be a target for Bitcoin if it comes down. But if Bitcoin stay up itself, right, then Bitcoin will be going for the 56,000. Now, if you ask me seriously, I believe that Bitcoin will go a little bit higher, not to 56,000, but maybe the MLP, right? MLP here. So if you go to MLP of Bitcoin of the yesterday's market, I think it's pretty decent already, lah. All right. But still, for now, Bitcoin, there should be a bit of upside to go. Just that you have to be careful. The KSI is red in color. Okay. All right, guys, that is Bitcoin for you. We're going to go into our alternate market analysis. So, guys, I finished today's MAO for you in terms of the technical side. The second part itself is a little bit of this alternate market, and usually it's on the downside and the bearish side. So, if you're here to stay, you can stay on now. If you want to go now, you can leave now. I'll see you at 2 p.m. Singapore time later for the revision. Okay. All right, give you guys 10 seconds to exit. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, welcome back. Let's continue. Now, US debts will keep climbing. Apparently, now we are on course to 30 trillion. Now, total US debt now is 27.9 trillion. And 1.9 come in, it will hit the easily. It will hit the 30 trillion mark. But does it matter? No, it doesn't matter, because you can see for the US history since the Lehman crisis, they have never go down at all. So there's nothing to be worried about. And of course, another 3 trillion come in. Wow, you know. So Steve Henry basically drop it in and say, what comes after 1.9 trillion stimulus package? A 3 trillion stimulus package, of course. And I really like this guy. He really drop it in. So yes, indeed, right. So wow, 1.9, that means they only leave, they will left the current treasury kitty back. I think it's about 2.6 trillion. So 1.9 go already, left only about 600 billion left, and you're going to have another 3 trillion stimulus package. So how much bonds must they sell? Number one. How much interest must they pay? Number two. Number three is will federal print it for that. Number three. So there's a lot of things going to happen. That's why I tell you this. And in the later part, after the market get into reality mode itself, right? In the later part, I don't know when, right? I believe there'll be a flooding of US dollar, a big flooding of US dollar again. And then when that happens itself, right, that is where the gold will shoot up to the sky, to the moon, how you call that. But that is later part. Now the dollar will rise because I think the bond market will give a lot of strenuous pressure on it, and that's why the dollar will rise up. So it's a little of like before things happen, you need to predict. You must look at what will happen first, then it will happen next. So I believe that the dollar will go up a lot, right? So what will happen now is that the dollar will rise first. Okay, so that is how I see it here. Okay, King Hua, I just confirmed that the bullet sizing is $100. Okay, yeah, indeed, for the Bitcoin. All right, so this is today alternate market views. I only got one here, so nothing much. Okay, so just let you know again, guys. Come on, guys, support us, support Winston, support Yao Tong. All right, come for this coming 7 March and 3rd of April. Now I promise you again, I will only do it. This is my second last day of doing this. Tomorrow, my last day of promoting. Once we hit the full packs numbers, we will stop advertising also. So guys, come on, guys, support us. Come on in, bring your friends, and let's enjoy this game. All right, I believe that we're gonna make a lot of money from the market, from Bitcoin. Okay. All right, that will be all for today. This MAO. All right, thank you guys for staying on with me until now. All right. So I hope you guys have made money from Hang Seng. Congratulations for those who have made money on Hang Seng. All right. So this is the end of today's MAO. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you at 2 p.m. sharp. It's a Zoom Facebook live, so which means that, right, you can actually see me live immediately. Okay, 2 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, guys, take care. Bye-bye. Okay, see you later.